Hello students, welcome to science class. As you know, wastewater story explanation of this lesson is over. So in this video I am going to explain textbook exercise of lesson 18 wastewater story. So let's begin with question number 1. Fill in the blanks. Cleaning of water is process of removing dash. Cleaning of water is a process of removing dash. See, first of all, in dirty water, what is there? Many type of impurities are there. Some solid, some liquid. Many types of impurities are there. So these all impurities are called pollutant, which pollute water. So cleaning of water is a process of removing pollutants. Second, wastewater released by houses is called dash. Wastewater released by houses is called sewage. Third, dried dash is used as manure. After completing cleaning of water process, something is left behind, and these things we use as manure in field. So dry sludge is used as manure. Number 4, drains get blocked by dash and dash. So whenever we put some oily things or some medicines or this type of things in drains, so it get blocked only. So drains get blocked by chemicals and kitchen waste. Now question number 2, what is sewage, and explain why it is harmful to discharge untreated sewage into rivers or seas. First of all, what is sewage? So in explanation also I told you, and in fill in the blanks also, now only we learn this. Sewage is a liquid waste. It means so sewage is a liquid containing waste, we can say, and this disposed by some houses, industries, agricultural activities. In these activities some liquid waste are there. So now untreated sewage is a very much harmful to discharge rivers and sea. Why? Because you know that in rivers and sea some marine animals also there, some plants also there. So it means it cause dangerous for them. So sewage is a liquid containing waste and which is disposed by household, industrial and agricultural activities in water. It is harmful to discharge untreated sewage into rivers or seas because it can pollute the whole source of water. Sewage contains harmful substances and disease-causing organisms. It is therefore dangerous to release untreated sewage in water, because sewage is a waste product only, and this waste when discharged into rivers and sea, what will happen? Rivers and seas water also will be polluted. So that's why it is very harmful to discharge untreated sewage into rivers and seas. Question number 3. Why should oils and fats be not treated in the drain? Why should oils and fats be not released in the drain? Now explain here. First of all, oil and fats are sticky material only. So when we release into the drain, what will happen? So that pipes and soil becomes blocked only, hardened and blocked. So for that, because of that, what will happen? It clogged, and that our pipe blocked. So it means it does not allow water to flow, and see water split on the ground and it becomes dirty environment. So oils and fats should not be released in drains because they harden the soil in the pipes and block them. Fats get clogged in holes of the soil in the drain and block it, and it does not allow the water to flow. Question number 4. Describe the steps involved in getting clarified water from wastewater. You know about wastewater treatment plants. In that wastewater treatment plant, some steps are there, and here you have to explain this step very shortly. So, following steps are involved in the purification of water. First step. Firstly, all the physical impurities like stones, plastic bags, cans, etc. are to be removed, and it is done by passing the water through bar screen. First step. In second step, then water is taken to grit and sand removal tank where impurities are removed by sedimentation. Okay, now physical impurities and means bigger impurities removed and some smaller impurities also removed. Now third step. Now solid impurities and feces etc. are collected from bottom of water. These impurities collected are called sludge. Now in second step, when we put water for sedimentation, so what will happen? All that physical impurities and all will settle down at the bottom. So in third step, some impurities which that settle down at the bottom, these impurities collected, and this is called sludge. Now upper layer is a pure water. Now in fourth step, clarified water is cleaned of other impurities by aerator. All disease causing bacteria are removed by chlorination. So in first step, some bigger impurities, physical impurities like stones, plastic bags, cans etc. will remove through bar screen. In second step, that some sand and grit removal tank is there. Here water allowed to sediment. So here what will happen? Whatever impurities are there, this will settle down at the bottom, and upper layer is a clear water only. In third step, whatever impurities will settle down at the bottom. In second step, these all impurities will removed. So upper layer is the clarified water. Now whatever small amount of impurities or some bacteria will left behind is clarified water. Now again this water will be aerate and some bacteria removed by the chlorination. So these are the steps for wastewater treatment plant. So firstly, all the physical impurities like stones, plastic bags, cans, etc. are to be removed. It is done by passing the water through bar screen. Second, then water is taken to grit and sand removal tank where impurities are removed by sedimentation. Third step, solid impurities and feces etc. are collected from bottom of water. These impurities collected are called sludge. And 4. Clarified water is cleaned of other impurities by aerator. All disease causing bacteria are removed by chlorination. Question number 5. What is sludge? Explain how it is treated. So, sludge is a collected solid waste from the wastewater during the treatment in water treatment plant. As I told you in second step, that it's sand and grit removal tank is there. Here allow water to some impurities are there in water. So here allow all impurities settle down at the bottom by sedimentation. So whatever impurities settle down at the bottom, this is called sludge. So sludge is the collected solid waste from the wastewater during the treatment in water treatment plant. And sludge is decomposed in a separate tank by the aerobic bacteria. By the anaerobic bacteria, activated sludge is used as manure. Question number 6. Untreated human excreta is a health hazard. Explain. This is the give reason that can ask in give reason that untreated human excreta is a health hazard. Why untreated human excreta is a health hazard? Because it pollutes air, water and soil, and it causes lot of health problem because it contains many types of bacteria, and it can cause some epidemic, some disease also. That is why we can say that untreated human excreta is a health hazard. So answer is untreated human excreta can cause a lot of health related problems. It pollutes water, air and soil. The polluted water contain disease causing bacteria which can spread epidemics like cholera, meningitis, etc. Question number 7. Name 2 chemicals used to disinfect water. Here mostly we can use 2 chemicals only, chlorine and ozone. So chlorine and ozone are the chemicals used to disinfect water. Question number 8. Explain the function of bar screens in a wastewater treatment plant. Now bar screen is the first step only in wastewater treatment plant. So here what is happen? You know that in bar screen some physical impurities, it means that bigger impurities only removed from wastewater treatment plant. So bar screens clear the wastewater of all the physical impurities. Large size waste like napkins, plastic cans, etc. are removed from the wastewater through the bar screen. Question number 9. Explain the relationship between sanitation and disease. This is also very important question here. So you should know that what is sanitation and what is disease. These two things are interrelated only. First, sanitation and disease are related to each other, that we know. It means sanitation involves some disposal of wastewater, we can say. So sanitation and disease are related to each other. Sanitation involves proper disposal of sewage and refuse from house and public places. If sanitation is there, no disease will. It means we can say if sanitation is proper, then no disease will occur. But if sanitation is not there, so various type of disease will occur and spread. So sanitation should be kept to avoid disease. It means sanitation and disease, these two things are related only, related to each other. If sanitation is good, the disease will not occur. And if sanitation is not good, then disease will spread and occur. Question number 10. Outline your role as an active citizen in relation to sanitation. Now, what is your role being active citizen in relation to sanitation? So, first of all, you should know that you should care of your personal environment sanitation. Then you should know some benefits of sanitation, proper sanitation. Now, so many things are there. So as an active citizen, we should take care of our personal environmental sanitation. We should make people aware of the benefits of sanitation. We should help municipal corporation to cover all the open drains and remove disease causing substances thrown in open. So these things you should aware people. Now question number 11. So here is a crossword puzzle. See, here some empty spaces you can see. Here you can fill that answers. Okay, some questions are there. Across and down. First across, see that liquid waste product, solid waste. You have to write one word for it. Okay, liquid waste, what is that? Sewage. Now solid waste, extracted. See here answer. First question is first across, liquid waste product. Liquid waste product is sewage, SEWAGE. Then 4, solid waste extracted in sewage treatment. Again 4 across, sludge, SLUDGE. Then 6, a word related to hygiene. A word related to hygiene means sanitation. So again 6 across you will write here SANITATION, sanitation. Then 8 across, waste matter discharged from human body, that is excreta. So EXCRETA. Okay, now down. Down number 1, used water. Used water, so here already written S and E. So here we'll write waste water, WA, S is there, T, E also there, WATER. Done. Now 2, pipe carrying sewage. Pipe carrying sewage. Again, so sewer, SEWER. Then microorganisms which causes cholera. So here bacteria, T already there and A also there. So BACTERIA, bacteria. Now 7 down, a chemical to disinfect water. See, O is there. So 2 chemicals only there, chlorine and ozone. So here O already there. So we'll write ozone, OZONE. Now question number 12. Now here study the statements. 4 statements are given. You have to choose one correct option. Okay, your question is, it is essential for breathing of living organism. It is used to disinfect water. It absorbs ultraviolet rays and its proportion in air is about 3%. Which of these statements are correct? See which statement is correct. First, it is essential for breathing of living organism. It is used to disinfect water. It absorbs ultraviolet rays and its proportion in air is about 3%. Which one? Correct. First option A, B and C. Second B and C. Third A and D, and all 4 correct. Which one correct? C, say it is essential for breathing. It means oxygen. It is used to disinfect water. No, chlorine and ozone. It absorbs ultraviolet rays, ozone, and its proportion in air is about 3%. So B and C is correct. So students, here your textbook exercises is over. Now hopefully I will send PDF. From this PDF you can write these answers in your CW. Will meet you soon. Thank you.